What's good, Retriever Nation, and welcome in, especially the followers of the UMBC Men's Lacrosse page. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Let's go! As y'all know, today is very special to all of us as we have worked so hard to come together as one. I'm gonna let y'all guys in on a little bit of insight. Me and my guys, me and my teammates are inside doing a little bit of a podcast. I hope y'all follow along with us. Come on, let's go. You ready, Keith?
Need it.
You ready, Keith? Let's go.
Need it. To the pad.
Let's get it. All right, y'all. Welcome in. Nick Doyle here again, defenseman at UMBC. Gonna do a little bit of introduction to the guys here. Everybody's here with us. Can you first of all clap it up real quick, everybody? All right, starting to my right to left.
My name's Ethan Robinson, and I'm a freshman defender here at UMBC.
Aaron Scott, number 31, sophomore defenseman here.
Mason Edwards, number 10, sophomore D-Midi.
What's up, guys? Keith Dukes here, number 50, D-Midi, junior.
Tony Diallo, sophomore defenseman, number 36.
Brandon Galloway, 21, junior midfielder.
Jason Tinque, freshman goalie.
Absolutely. That's 10. Now, can we look across the room here? And it's honestly a blessing. Like, we got 8 African Americans on a Division I lacrosse team. That's pretty, you know what I mean? That might be historical, you know what I'm talking about? Can we clap it up for that? So obviously we are here celebrating the beautiful day of Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and got a couple of guys together, and we're gonna give you guys a little bit of a podcast, an insight, what it's like to be African American in the sport we all love called lacrosse, and here at UMBC and specifically. So, first question to the room: what does celebrating Martin Luther King Jr. Day mean to you guys?
I mean, the whole time for me, it's just expressing how far we made it as a community, as a team. Like, honestly, thinking about it 10 years from now, maybe I wouldn't be here. You know, I wouldn't have the opportunities that led me here. So, you know, just being thankful. So, overall, I'm just glad to be here, you know?
I think it's a really cool day. We were able to look back on people who came before us, see everything that ground foundation they laid for us, and, you know, everything that we're able to do with it now.
Yeah, facts, bro.
Definitely, like changing the game, you know, doing things like doing this, being able to play, like definitely weren't able to do this years ago. That's something you fought for, you know, something you'd be glad to see, you know, if you could see it.
All right. Anyone want to add to that? Anything? I know for me personally, it just kind of really enjoying the fruits of the labor that our ancestors have put in for us. So especially playing this predominantly white sport is honestly a blessing to be around all of our teammates, and obviously that shows. So how has this past year, as we know that the racial pandemic continues to go on, how has past experiences influenced you guys in any sort of way? And how have you been able to overcome it or be able to express yourself, especially on this day, MLK Jr. Day?
Well, there were times where it was just like, I'd be playing and there were times where I just wanted to quit because of the way I was treated differently from like some of my teammates, definitely other teams, just trying to get like an inside edge in my head. But like, I don't know, just being surrounded by everybody here is like, makes me feel comfortable.
Yeah, definitely heavy on the comfort part, being around all you guys and going through it together.
Yeah, I'd like to agree with Mason. I think it's really a blessing to be able to play with 7 other African Americans. I mean, I grew up playing with just me being the only black kid on my team. So I could have never dreamed of something like this. So I'm really just blessed for the opportunity, honestly.
Yeah, to go off what Ethan just said, growing up, it's usually just me being the only black kid on the team, besides maybe like my older brother who was on the team with us. But other than that, you're just like the black kid of the team.
Yeah.
You're just like a rare species out here.
Facts, bro. Is that rare?
I mean, I know you guys can relate. I mean, going to these lacrosse tournaments as a little kid, I'd look across the field, I'd be the only one there. And, you know, having that feeling, that spotlight on you, you know, kind of makes you feel a little bit uneasy sometimes.
Yeah, there's definitely a feeling of uneasy, but when you are able to perform at a high level, it makes you feel good that you're putting on for something that's bigger than yourself. Because before an athlete, before a student, we are black men. You know what I mean? So that's pride on that for sure.
I mean, bro, like growing up, you know, especially in high school, you know, playing lacrosse at a predominantly white private school is, you know, 2 black for the white kids and 2 white for the blacks. You know what I mean? So like playing a sport you love, but you know, going home to your community and people looking at you a certain way, coming to school, having to present yourself a different way, you know, you kind of changing. But lacrosse like kept me like focused, you know, kept me going after something. No matter the differences, of course, you know, have people saying whatever to me, and I almost wanted to quit because it's just how teammates were talking to me. But you know, it was working towards this. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
and like feeling it, being here now, it's like sticking through it definitely paid off.
Yeah. And to segue into our next question, that's a perfect segue. All of us feel blessed for opportunity. Big thank you to the UMBC Men's Lacrosse Program, Coach Moran,
Yeah.
and whoever else has recruited us here, Coach Bucci, Coach Kessler, Coach Chick. How has the UMBC Men's Lacrosse Program become racially aware and stronger as one?
I think the meetings that we've been having
Yeah.
are huge because I know there are people who just, at the beginning of the meetings, they're just like, this is stupid, I have to be here for some reason. But now it's like, you see people who you'd never thought would change their minds, like incorporating into the conversations and like just being touched by it, which is cool to see.
Yeah, that is pretty beautiful
Yeah.
to say. See?
Going off that, like I had some guys like text me like when stuff's going on, like, hey, you okay? Like thinking about you. Like never before have I gotten something like that. So it shows like, you know, guys change. Like if they have open minds, like it's happened a lot on this team. I've experienced it, but you know, guys change. You know, they've been getting the message, learning.
Yeah,
Right, bro.
absolutely.
And like whole time it's just like coming out of this pandemic and realizing how much people care about you is just it really means a lot. Like knowing that people that don't look like you, like on the sport that you haven't pretty much been accepted into, like they just really do care. And them, like Jason said, like them just reaching out means a lot. You know, it just.
And I think it's real special how we've had these meetings from the summer to like now in 2021. I know a lot of
Yes.
other programs have done one meeting
Yeah.
where the coaches just talk for like 15 minutes and then it's just done. It's
Yeah,
just
it's
over
continued,
across.
yeah.
But we're just continuing to do this and we're still doing it even in
Yeah.
our spring season right now.
Yeah, sometimes it kind of seems like people go out of their way for like a public relations type of thing, for a PR type of thing. But in our program, we have continued to be strong to what we believe in.
Consistent.
And that's why we all value that. And that's very important. And that obviously stems from the leadership of the team. And we're obviously grateful for that. Keep clapping up for our grateful. Keep clapping up for our grateful. Yeah, obviously, it's one love. Just the last couple of questions to wrap it up here. In what ways does this special day signify how diverse the game of lacrosse has become? And how do you guys feel like honored and whatnot to be able to play this game that we love?
Bro, I mean, like, just being here, like, I just love the game a lot more. Like, I never thought I would be on a team with 8 other, like, black men. Like, really, like, this is just an opportunity that I've just been having fun. Like, this is family. This is an extra family. It's extra comfort for me.
Yeah.
So just to be able to have this opportunity alone is just, like, it's a blessing in itself.
Yeah. And just to echo that, it's also not just us that we feel the love with. It's
Yeah.
also all of our other teammates. And that's why I wanted to come together. We all want to come together and do this podcast to show our love to our Caucasian teammates who have extended their arms out, opened us, have listened to us for the past so-and-so months, have taken the time to educate themselves. So it's also not just about us. It's about all of us coming together, just as MLK would want us to do.
100%.
What else is nice is that like Jason was saying, the teammates reach out to us when something goes wrong, but I know Coach Bucci also like texts and calls all of us.
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
something- It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
sick. Like
100%. I mean,
Come over, Coach.
no, man, I mean, just like going to tournaments and, you know, you try to look for the other black families and you see the 1 or 2 and you get that little nod.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you know, but you know, now like when we were working tournaments together, working the tables, like going and seeing all those black kids, but more importantly, everyone's seeing us out there. You know,
Yeah.
everyone's seeing UMBC gear, UMBC players. Like, you know, we're out here, we're diverse. You know, we want you to know we're here. We want people to see us, and see like black people. You know, it doesn't have to be like a white sport.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to be that stereotype.
Yeah, bro, it's family.
You know, the proof is right here. So.
It's for everybody.
Everybody.
You know what I
It's
mean?
for everybody.
Like,
Yeah.
it's awesome to see like how far the sport has come. You know, seeing black figures and you know the PLL and stuff like that. People to look up to, people making a difference. So, it's just like you said, it's a blessing, man.
It's a blessing for sure. I know when I'm walking around, I'm wearing my UMBC gear, and as I am African American, I know I'm able to stand a little bit taller, knowing that this program has worked to do the steps to improve our lives and the people coming after us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that is very important. Any last closing remarks from the group? You guys want to add anything about this?
I mean, everything's generational, you know, like all the effects from like, especially racism, like people just gotta see someone before them and see like someone can do it. So, you know, like this group is committed and UMBC is committed to like being an example, but like the right example, you know, showing people like how to care for one another and love one another, and you know, it's a good feeling to be part of a movement.
Yeah, for sure.
And to keep it pushing. So, yeah.
Absolutely. On that note, we're going to get up and give it dogs on 3 real quick.
Hey.
Dogs on 3 real quick.
Let's go.
Hey. Dogs on 3. Dogs on 3. 1, 2, 3. Dogs. Yes, sir.
Let's go. Let's go.